Hi there, I'm Greg Day, Security CTO for Symantec. Welcome back to another video blog. I wanted to follow up again on our recent Internet Security Threat Report and talk about probably one of the biggest change areas in the security space, which is the growth of the targeted threat. Now, 2 years ago, we were really fighting a lot of cybercrime, and advanced persistent threats really had just started to emerge with Stuxnet. Yet 2 years on, we're at the point now where we saw in December 154 targeted attacks per day. Now, what does that mean to you? Well, the simple reality is we often think of these targeted attacks as hitting big global organizations, yet the reality was that over half of these targeted attacks were hitting companies smaller than 2,500 employees. And really they're combining the techniques of advanced persistent threats, all about picking a specific company and keeping going and going and going till they get in, but then blending in the tools and techniques that we've seen being used for cybercrime for the last decade. Now, there's another key thing you need to recognize here. As we saw these targeted threats, it wasn't just executives that were being targeted. Over half of them were actually using just regular employees as their method of entry into the organization. So I guess you're asking yourself, well, what do I need to do from a strategy perspective to deal with these kind of threats? Well, I think the first and most fundamental thing is we have to stop thinking about just defending against the attack and actually think about the entire anatomy of the breach. And that starts really with the reconnaissance. How are they actually figuring out your organization? Is it through social networking? Is it probing of the business? What are they doing to understand and get into your organization? Then actually is the breach, and that's the bit we're probably much better at. Once they've done the breach, then it's all about trying to find their way to that most valuable asset of your organization. So if you like, almost like the walking through the corridors of your office, till finally get to that kind of key bit of information that they're actually trying to take out from your business to take away that's of value. So we need to think about the broader anatomy of the breach and make sure we're defending all of those different elements. And I think I would give you 3 takeaways to focus on. Number 1, how do you improve your own capability to do that, if you like, threat intelligence, to see when they're knocking at your door, to see whether they are using your employees to gather intelligence. I think number 2 then is all about moving from defensive capability, stopping them getting in, to realizing that security is bidirectional. Not only do we want to stop them getting in, we've got to think about what is important to us and how do we stop that being taken back out of the organization. And the third really is some education and awareness that this isn't just an executive problem, this isn't just something that technology solves. It's about, as our employees start to make better use of social networking, all of those great tools out there, we make them aware that there are people out there that are trying to trick their trust to build those relationships to get in, as well as then also putting in some better controls around monitoring just what kind of information does go out through communications tools such as social networking and other methods of intelligence gathering. So thanks very much. Hopefully that gives you something tangible to take away and drive from our recent Internet Security Threat Report.